Oh yeah. What's up? We're back, everybody. So for today, we're going to be working on the Craftworlds Warwalker, which we were working on last week. But I got a fun little surprise for you. Let's get this positioned right first. Let's put this right here, I think. Alright, I got a fun little surprise. You ready? Boom! You thought I didn't have a third camera already? But I've already got 3 cameras. Well, I don't have 3 cameras, but I've got 3 views now, baby. And I think I can do close-up views better with this. Yeah. This is like the best close-up view that I've ever gotten. So yeah, this is what I've been working on. I put the dude into the cockpit already, and I decided to go with the helmetless face because I like his little sorry to catch it with the light. I like his little smirk he has. So I said go with this guy. So alright. So let's switch over to this view. And let's toss on our new webcam. And we got this to work on for today. Hey, what's up, Thomas? How you doing? We're back with the Warwalker for today. Also, you like the new camera view I got going on? I made it so you can swap between these two. It's just my computer webcam, but you can get a way better close-up on what I'm working on. Here's the cockpit. So I'm pretty hyped about this one. In fact, I had to stop myself from working on it last night because I was like, I'm just gonna stream it tomorrow anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But we've basically finished this entire step, and now we're moving on to the legs, which means we can finally pull out the stand for it, which is lit. Thanks! The stand's super cool because most of the normal stands are just like flat, but this one comes with all of this like detail. Swap it. It's like broken rubble and pieces of the ships, the Craftworld ships. So we got this. We got the cockpit done. Well, sans the glass. I'll grab the glass right now. Alright. I think it's this one. So, there's a little screen that's going to go ahead and go on right here. I just haven't applied it yet because, you know, it's going to be something to work on its own. But, other than that, we're just going to be busting down on this today. So how's your day going? What have you been up to today, Thomas? Or anyone else who hops on in? What you been up to? So this is a big line of fish food down the side of my tank. I'm gonna clean it off real fast. So I fed them like an hour ago. Also, let me know if my audio is a little funky. I have it right above the computer, so you might have this like static noise from the sound of this thing overheating because I'm working it too damn hard with Streamlabs OBS. But we're just gonna hope for the best. You feel me? You're in class right now. What class are you in right now? Also, that sounds fun, teaching kindergartners the alphabet, because that sounds like the most like mind-numbingly easy thing that you could do. Not saying it's like it sucks, but cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the static is coming from the computer like overheating, because the computer's right here and then my mic is right here. But I could pull it. Let's see. I can pull it down over. Try to keep it away from the static. I'm not super worried about it though. I'm already streaming like a shit ton of stuff that I didn't think I'd be able to stream at all. So just our internet. Your econ class, oh god, econ sucks. I hope you have an easy econ, because every time I see Dez in his econ classes, it's always like the roughest shit ever. It always looks like so annoying. Yeah, right now all I'm doing is we're just clipping off all of the sprue lines for these leg pieces, so that way I can put them off to the side and start cleaning them. I like to just like use the clippers to clean off like the big chunks of the sprue. Here, I'll cut one and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here's where it meets right here. There's one spot. There's this spot's gonna be, you can tell the spot's gonna be annoying because it's a curved spot, but it's being come in at like an angle. And then there's one more. It's right on a bubble, which is good because then you can just clean off the bubble bits. Yeah, I can only imagine, because I have so little energy in this like quarantine. I can only imagine what it's like to try and deal with all those kindergartners and have full energy mode. When you shave off the extra plastic again, it's just like cleaning the mold lines or the sprue lines. Like this is the sprue line because it attaches to the sprue. That's what this big plastic cage is. But then, here, I'll show you. Ooh. There's all this other shit, like this thing. This is also a mold line. It's just a little piece of plastic that like gets left over when they're filling the molds. So you have to go over and you have to just kind of clip off all of the little the little extra bits that are hanging off of it. You can see one right there. But if you don't clean those off when you go to paint it, they're super visible and they're really annoying. So I'm pretty anal about it. I remember the first time I did one of these, it was a Brood Brothers pack. Brood Brothers is a group of gene stealers. They're this faction that's like kind of human but kind of not, because they like overtake other people's, I don't know. Basically, we were doing the box because you can convert it to a regular like Imperium army. And that was the first one I did, and I was super anal about cleaning all the mold lines off. But we're almost done for this section. All we gotta do is clip off the little sections of the like thigh guard, and then clean off those mold lines and attach it. But yeah, the only reason why I'm doing a stream right now is because I really wanted to build this dude last night, and I kept telling myself like I can just build him on stream. Like there's no point in not doing it, because A, to reach affiliate, which I really want to do, so I can upgrade like my shit and have a bunch more options, you have to stream like 100, no, you have to stream like 50 to 100 hours or something like that over the course of like 30 days. Like you just have to stream a shit ton over the course of like 30 days. And then you have to get like 50, that's why I have this little ticker right here. You have to get 50 followers before you can get a subscriber bar, which I would love to be able to get. So my goal right now is to just bring in as many folks as I can So I'm gonna do a little bit of streaming for like myself, which is what I'd consider this right now, where I'm just kind of like booling and just working on some shit I was already gonna work on, but on video basically. And then on Reddit, there's this thing called r/pan, r/public access network, and that's what I've been streaming on, and I get a lot of followers on there. So I'm trying to build an overlay. That's like what this whole like screen is. Oh, thank you. That's what this whole like all these little like graphics are, is an overlay for my Twitch streaming. And so I'm trying to build one for mobile because pan is like all like this. It's like a phone, right? So the way that it scrolls, it's not square like this. It'd be turned the other way. So I'm trying to build an overlay that basically like one square. So this one, the webcam, would take up like this part of the screen, and then this camera would take up this part of the screen, and then right in the middle there'd be a thing that's like, hey, this is my Twitch, like come follow me, I'm trying to build my followers. Because there's a shit ton of people who always follow me on Reddit because I'm just building fucking Warhammer shit, and they like seeing that on the public access network, so I'm just trying to push some followers from there over to here. Yeah, I'll do that this weekend. I just want to focus on Twitch streaming because now that it's finally up and running, it's really fun. And I've got a bunch of really fun ideas. I have one idea where I just buy a box, and then all I do is well, it doesn't sound that fun when I explain it, but so I buy a box and then I set up all of the smart click maps, which are basically the system that takes the entire overlay and allows the chat to click on the screen where they want you to go. So like I'll have all of my tools set up, right? And then you can click on what you want me to do. Warhammer on the pan for today. On the Twitch stream or the r/pan for today. That's really how it be. But I'll have all my shit laid out, and then it's called like you build or you paint, and basically I'm the set of hands working, and then the chat decides like what I do and what I pick next and like all the shit that I'm doing. And I have a bunch of different ones worked out where like chat can do that for painting, or chat can do that for kit bashing, which is basically when you buy like a couple different boxes that don't go together, and then you combine them and make something cool out of them. So I have a bunch of options for that, and then I have another. So you tell me if that one's cool. If you think that one's a good idea, I'm thinking that's gonna be fun, and I'll wait until I get like a decent like. I need at least like 10 people in the chat to be able to like have a lot of fun with that. But I was thinking that I would do one called Sabotage, where I'm building just a box that's like, it's whatever, like it wouldn't really matter personally to me that much, that way it doesn't like hurt my feelings like too hard, or maybe it does, because maybe that's what's funny, is like hurting my feelings. And I just do it where like you can like it's on a timer, where every so often chat gets a sabotage, where they just get to select something on the screen that's like already there pre-optioned to fuck up my my build and like completely like toss a wrench into what I'm working on. As well as like you could donate if you want to do something specific. Like you could donate like $1 and be like, yo, break the piece that you have in your hands in half right now. And I'm like, oh god damn it, okay. And so I just snap it in half, and I have to keep working, and later I have to fix it and put it back together, because the funny thing is, when it comes to these models, they break all the time, and it's super frustrating and annoying, but you just have to consider it like texture. So it wouldn't like it wouldn't totally ruin the model, but it would be really funny to see like a haphazardly like put together model, because the chat has sabotaged me so many times that it's just like fucked up. So if you think, tell me in the chat whether you think like I should set up the U build or the sabotage. Yeah, that would be really funny. I think I'm gonna do that one. It'll be like a sabotage, like Frankenstein kind of deal. I just think that's I have a couple ideas that I've been writing down. I don't want to like go out of the gates being like, hey, I'm an entertainer. I do this all about entertainment. Because at the end of the day, the reason why I wanted this Twitch stream is because I just like building these models, and I do it all the time. I do it for like hours anyway. You can't see right now because it's off screen, but I have like so many models just like sitting around me. I grabbed the biggest one. I have so many models just like sitting around me that I've already built, and I build these all the fucking time. I build like at least 2 boxes a week, I'd say. So I might as well do it on stream and then record the streams and put them on my YouTube. And then I have a little backlog of like fun, you know, me building shit. The only sad thing is I can't watch like Malcolm in the Middle, or I can't watch like YouTube while I do it. But all I'm doing right now is cleaning up these like basic ass mold lines. No, you should, dude. Honestly, like I really want you to come out. I know that like COVID's kind of fucked, so it would be a weird circumstance. So we're probably gonna have to wait until it's like okay. But I really want you to come out and like kick it with us, so we can, like, I can show you all the models, and then you can honestly like stay for a game if you want. Like you don't have to play because I don't play, but you could hang out with me while we watch like John and Emmett play a game. Where do I get them from? There's 2 stores, right? There we go. There's 2 stores. There's Games Workshop, which is like the main person who sells like all of Warhammer stuff. That's why like my donation bar right here is Top Games Workshop Enabler. But they always have things like marked to top price because that's the way it works when you're like the #1 manufacturer for a brand. So I'll go to this other store in my little area called The Realm, because they can down price a bunch of boxes and they can down mark boxes. And also part of the reason why Games Workshop can't do that with Warhammer products is because there are stores like The Realm who like make some of their money off the fact that they sell the boxes secondhand. So they have to downcharge them, or else they're like not going to make any money off them. So Games Workshop isn't allowed to downcharge or reduce the sale prices of their boxes because it'd be considered competing with those people, and that's like kind of fucked up. Because if I'm being honest with you, like most comic book stores have a Warhammer section because it makes them so much money. Like Space Marines. Where's my Space Marine? This dude that I showed you yesterday. I don't know if you're still on stream when I was showing him off, but this is a Space Marine. Oh. This is a Space Marine. They're like the most popular sellers of the entire, like, of all of Warhammer altogether. And they make up like 80 to 90% of Warhammer sales is just Space Marine products. So having that in your comic book store is a killer. Like it will always make you money, and it'll always be like enough to keep you afloat when people aren't buying your like variant issues and shit like that. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the fact that games, like, I understand that Games Workshop literally cannot sell them at a certain price or else it'd be like fucked up. But I'm also a big fan of that because it enables like places like The Realm, and there's a store in Victorville that I go to called, I always forget the name of it, Geekdom Toys. It used to be like a comic book store that I go to. Now they don't buy comics. I go there for their Warhammer products, and they have like nothing. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, they have like a shelf. I have more unopened boxes of Warhammer in my room right now than they do on their shelf to sell. But because of that, they sell them at ridiculously low prices, and also because there's like 4 on the shelf that have been there for like 5 years probably. Like the amount of dust and dirt collecting on them is ridiculous. So not only is it like a sale option that always makes them a little bit of money, but just having it on your shelf, or just having a collection of the Citadel, which is it's Games Workshop basically, like their paint brand, having that on your wall will always make you money. Sorry, I did this off screen. I shouldn't have done that. I need to get better at that. But basically, I just attached this piece to this piece to create the little foot hole mount. It's gonna hold the base of the foot at the end. And I didn't say this, and I doubt you noticed, but something I really like to do is not finish cleaning the mold lines, because there's 2 steps for me. No, there's 3 steps. There's 3 mold line steps for me. The first step is cutting off the little extra bits with the clippers. The second step is cleaning off the mold lines with the mold line remover. That's literally what it's called. It's called a mold line remover. And then there's one more third step that isn't in the instructions that I just prefer to do. And it's to take off a layer of the outside coating with a file. And what you do with this is you don't just like even out the whole area, but you also take the like extremely hydrophobic plastic. Like this plastic is very hydrophobic. You can tell just like looking at it because it's got this sheen to it. But all that means is basically when I paint my acrylic paint onto it, it's gonna take a second or a couple layers for it to fully stick. But when you scrape off the top layer with a file brush, it doesn't remove any of the detail, and it doesn't add any more detail. Like, you're not going to see a bunch of scratches on the outside of it. Exactly. But it creates recesses, tiny, tiny recesses for the paint to slide into and fill up. And so it makes it, like, way easier to paint. Yeah, thanks. That's my pro money move that, like, a lot of people don't realize. It's because I get a lot of these, like, I have a lot of influence from the other work that I did before I got into models. So, like, sculpting has a lot of this kind of shit where you have to, like, file and clean and, like, do edges. And just a bunch of other shit that I already had experience with I was able to steal. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. The chat being delayed is just because the video output that I'm looking at is always going to be earlier than you. So, like, don't worry about you being late. It's my fault, if anything. Because I'm the one who can't shell out for better Wi-Fi. No, I gotta talk to the homies about upgrading our Wi-Fi, because it's trash anyway, and everyone doesn't like it. How's Jelly doing, by the way? I've been seeing, like, all of her shop stuff online, and I think it's really cute. I just haven't had a reason to buy any yet, because I have, like, a couple masks that I don't use, and I have a couple candles that I don't use, so I just, like, haven't had any reason to order anything from her, but it looks so cool, and her stuff is really cute, so I hope she's doing good. But I use this silicone brush. It comes with most wire brushes, or most wire brush kits. I just use this to clean out all of the, like, little plastic shaving bits that come off of the filer. Oh, I'm so hungry. Holy shit, it just hit me like a train. I might need to go get food later, or I might need to end the stream early to get food, but that's really good. I'm glad that they're not just doing well, but that they're getting better, because, like, I don't know. She's hella talented, so I'm rooting for her to succeed. Johnny Mascot. Alright, so I'm sliding the legs on now, but I'm not putting the feet on yet, because I want to get a feel for where the legs are going to end up before I, like... Oh, hell yeah! I'm so fucking hyped! A bunch of new fabric. That's going to be lit. That's going to be super lit for her. But I'm not going to put the feet on yet, so I can position and get a feel for the legs, as well as I'm not going to solidify them in place. And the thing about these, you can't really tell from your angle, is with legs like this, you always have to get them leaning forward a little bit, because that's how these legs work, right? Is it's like, it's an angle, and you're putting weight on one end to extend out the other end, right? I don't even know if you can see that. It's like it's like this kind of joint that you're working with. So your foot is here and your thigh is here. So because of that, you're always going to end up like leaning forward a little bit. But your base, like what's sitting on that hinge, should always be flat, parallel to the ground. So that's why I'm not attaching the. Yo, a Robots the movie and a Garfield one. That's pretty fucking cool. All chicken cool. That's really cool. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see the designs that come out, and honestly, might have to cop one because that Robots the movie one. That sounds like one I would love to pay top dollar for. Where's the okay? So, oh, hey John, how you doing? I think so. I know we were talking about the static last time we were talking about stream shit, John, and me and Thomas were talking about it, and I'm pretty sure that it's because my mic is like almost right next to or over my computer, which is making like a loud ass noise just to try to keep up with the Streamlabs OBS that I'm running. Like it's just being like, "Arr," but like as quiet as it possibly can. Alright, so now that I've got a good idea of where the lakes are gonna end up. Oh wow, I'm so fucking hungry. It's like hitting me so hard. So I think I'm probably not gonna finish this. I'm probably just gonna put the legs onto the base, and then while I dry, go ahead and go get some food and come back. But if you want, I'll come back and I'll hop back on stream. I'll do that just for you, just because I know you want it. You don't have to. No, you don't have to say thank you. It's okay. I don't mind. It's a pleasure, really. But no, tell yeah, no, I totally feel like it's the laptop fan. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like pretty certain that that's why it's so annoying. It sounds like a plan. Yeah, just for you, Thomas. Oh, you got work at 3, bro. That's perfect. I'll try to go as long as I can. Like I'll try to go till 3, and then or are you at home? Like do you get to just like turn off your lap or turn off this and then turn on your work, or do you have to like drive to work still? No. Oh wait, I'm not using that camera. Let's go. I heard my camera turn off, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to fix that. But then I realized that I'm not using that camera, so it's not gonna turn off. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, nice. Honestly, John, if you want to go get some food in a sec, I'm down. Are you doing the extra credit discussion board? Are you gonna do the extra credit for religion? Also, if it takes you a second to reply, don't worry about that. If an actor refused to say fuck, okay, money schmoves for you, Thomas, because you don't have to fucking worry about like driving to work right now. Like that sucks. Like having to like drive to work still in this climate, but that Zoom call, choice. That's choice shit right there. And it's so funny. Like, if an actor refused to say fuck, like, is it something that do you have anything in the prompt that, like, they already pre-agreed? Like, they read the script and they were like, oh, my character says fuck. Like, I'm gonna have to say fuck at some point. Because if an actor, like, reads that and then refuses, like, you can totally, like, bring the hammer down and be like, no, you said initially that you were cool with it, and you, like, also that's something you kind of, like, I don't know how Sarah Ripper is teaching the class, but that's something you have to, like, get on a permission slip in marks, like, first thing, like, number one, like, when you get an actor, you have to get a permission slip signed from them that says, I'm willing to do this, that, and the other thing for my role, and I have read the role, and I, like, understand that. But here's the thing, John. Do you remember ever filling out that slip? Probably not, because I definitely forgot to give it to you guys, and then when I was supposed to give it to you guys, I forged your signatures. I'm not sick. I just smoke a lot of weed. Yeah, I totally forgot that I was supposed to have you and Charlie and Amelia sign all of this paperwork, and so I forged individual signatures for all of you, saying that you signed it and you were cool with it, and I filled out like all this fake shit. Like for Mark, I'd fill out so much fake shit that I was lying about. It was crazy. So it's like they have to do a scene. It's like how we always joke that you're gonna have to do a scene where you're supposed to say something like racially charged, and then it's gonna be like really uncomfortable. So it's like that where like they have to say something, like they have to be like, oh, fuck, and then they stop and they're like, oh, I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry. Like I would just be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Also, I'm like really bummed about Twitch's DMCA shit that they just dropped, like very recently, because I had like so much good shit, like so many playlists planned for these streams that I just like can't do anymore because they're like, no, you gonna get in trouble now. Sorry. Oh, you want to listen to ABBA playlist? No, sorry, you're gonna get in trouble now. I know I'm exaggerating, but like, that's just how it feels, man. It's a bummer. Okay, so I attached the feet down to the bases, and I centered them correctly. And now I'm just making sure the legs are in the right spot, which they are. I'm not going to glue them yet until the feet are totally dried into the base, because trust me, you will fuck yourself if you don't wait. Especially with something like this, right? Because check this out. So the way this leans back, the way you put pressure on this ball joint, it's going to naturally want to press off of the base. So while the plastic glue is still creating that formation, you're totally going to fuck it up. You're going to ruin it. And then you're gonna have just like terrible legs. So instead, try to wait and let it just completely dry. Like I know it's a little frustrating sometimes to have to sit through the shilling of just boring ass fucking waiting, but it's worth it, because the faster you try to rush all your shit, like the worse it's gonna look. Like 100% the worse it's gonna look the more you try to rush it. So while we're waiting for this to dry, we've got the ball joints finished. We got the legs finished. Let's slide our tools out of the way. Got the cockpit finished. So we can go ahead and move on to our next step. See, you're on a really like good path, right? So blow dryer is a little bit not strong enough, but then a heat gun would warp it. So I actually have something that's perfect for it. I have a heat lamp. I've had one for like a really long time, so it just came in handy. See if I can slide it out a little bit. But this heat lamp can get up to like very hot levels, like extremely hot levels, hot enough to like to cook stuff, hot enough to burn you like significantly. But I can't pull it into the screen, so I'm just going to turn it on so you can see how bright it is from like right here. If you put product, like your working products underneath this, Ah, it's not plugged in. Okay. Yeah, that's why I didn't finish my rant earlier, but the reason why we're listening to this just kind of generic ass music is because Twitch DMCA has ruined me and threatens to mute my shit if I don't play royalty free music. So you see how bright this is? It's so fucking bright. Like it's genuinely a heat lamp. So I'll just set it up right here in the corner, and then you can just toss your work under it, and genuinely it heats it dries so fast, like so fucking fast. I just don't like to use it that much because as you can, oh you can't see here. Let me switch over to a different angle. You can see in the box a little bit. My fish tank is right here, and then the heat lamp's right here. So I don't like blinding my fish with the fucking lamp. So I don't like to keep it on that long. That's the only reason why I don't use it that often. You could use a blow dryer. I mean, I feel like a blow dryer is just not strong enough, but then a heat gun is just too strong. So no matter what you do in that situation, you're kind of like fucked, you know? But we're finally on to our last step, which is lit. All we have to do is attach these little bits to the carriage, and then we're going to add these guns on. And I actually already cut out some pieces for this. So, oh, that's a foot. So this is one of the gun holders. They look like feet, though. Here's another one. And then, I believe I already cut out these little sensor vanes, or these little sensor arrays. Here we go. Yes, I did. So, all we have left is to cut out these little bits that are going to attach on in different areas, right? Or we can decide which guns we're going to attach. So this dude gets 2, and he has 5 to choose from. Personally, I am not a big fan of the Aldari missile launcher or the Star Cannon, but I really want to try something out. So, since there's 2 of you right now, if y'all don't mind being my guinea pigs, I'm going to go to my stream manager and I'm going to try to set up smart maps. And of these 3 options, I'll put them on the paper. I'm going to see if I can let you choose which ones you want. So, here's your options. And once I set up smart maps, you should be able to just click right on the screen. So you can choose the scatter laser, you can choose the shuriken cannon, or you can choose the bright lance. I circled all of them. But I'm going to zoom in on them individually so you guys can have a nice chance. And then I'm going to set up the clicking. So I'll put them right there, right? First up, this is the top one, is bright lance. So this is the bright lance. This is the scatter laser, the bottom one. And then this one is the shuriken cannon. So, out of those, let's see if I can set up smart maps so you can select. Yes. Yes. I don't know what song this is, but it sounds like it's some kind of fucking. Sounds like it's some kind of what's it called? Cyberpunk 2089, whatever the fuck it's called. Alright, so I turned on Smart Click. So if you click on the screen, I think you should be able to like click on the area that you want to pick. But if not, I'm also just going to try to enable a poll real fast. This is just me playing around with my extensions, sorry. Alright. Let's fucking add that poll. Alright, so. I just added a poll. Hopefully that actually shows up. If not, just drop in the comments what you'd prefer. Because I have no fucking clue if that worked. Alright, I stopped my click maps because it wasn't working. Yeah, it's okay, Thomas. I'm testing out shit, so it's honestly probably not gonna work, any of it, but it's all good. Oh hell yeah! Okay, if there's the poll option, go for it. I genuinely, it's like nothing's showing up for me now because my computer sucks. I'm gonna try to pull up my mobile dashboard. Oh, there's nothing to vote on. It's all good. I'm pulling up my mobile dashboard because I feel like that'll run better than on my computer. Alright, fuck it. Just comment what you want to see. Do you want this fucking dude to have the shuriken cannon, the lance, or the laser? Here, I'll just cut them out. Put them on the table for you. You can pick two of them. Alright, shuriken cannon definitely going on. But of the other two, do we want the lance or the laser? The lance looks cool, but I think the scatter laser is like the coolest. So I think we're gonna go with the scatter laser. And then while we're under this, let's go ahead and just chop off everything else we need. So we're gonna need these little bits. Those go right there. And then we're gonna need this little ball right there. Tiny, tiny. Yeah, the shuriken cannon is really sick. I'm not gonna lie. I really like it. So I'm glad we're going with that one. The lance is cool. I think I just like the look of the lance more than I actually like the lance itself. So we're gonna go with the cannon and the scatter laser because I just think the scatter laser looks sick too. Yeah, the laser looks so cool. I'm glad that you like it. All right, let's pull this out from under the heat, and it's solidified pretty well. But the plastic is so warm, like it's so hot almost, that it worries me sometimes. It makes me feel like I shouldn't use the heat lamp. It's gonna do some damage or something. It's got to, right? It's gotta have some kind of lasting effects on the plastic. I don't know, man. Just a gal doing what I can with what I got, you know? I've had this heat lamp for years. Okay. So, let's see if we can finish up these legs so I can grab some grub and maybe come back and work on this later. So what I like to do with these ball joints is just lay a little bit of glue into the inside of the ball joint. Hold on, the glue's stuck. There we go. And then you just set it on top. Oop. And it'll do its own thing. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the inside. And we're going to slide the ball joint in. There we go. Alright. Got some extra glue in the mix, but that's okay. Let me try to even out the legs. Alright, so it's a little lopsided just because I didn't set the foot correctly. Oh! Well, that's no longer a problem. I just popped the whole goddamn foot off. I don't know if you saw that happen. Alright. So, I got the legs attached. I'm just not super happy with the foot, where it's at. So I'm thinking about replacing it with this one. It's all good. I just need to reposition the leg, and I think I'll be cool with it. There we go. Alright. Got this bitch evened out. A lot of the positioning game, this is just trying to make sure everything doesn't look funky bit by bit. Sorry if I'm being a little quiet. I'm just working hella hard to get this the right position. Sometimes, just like this, you just gotta hold it. But, honestly, like, this is weirdly one of my favorite parts. It's just having to, like, figure this shit out. Because it's hard. It's really fucking difficult. And it's super finicky most of the time. It's really hard to work with. You just gotta, like, make it fucking... You gotta be forceful sometimes. You gotta, like, tell it what to do and where to go. And just, like, hold it in place until it's done. But if you really try and you really, like, apply yourself, you end up with a really cool model. So it's always worth it to me. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up this while I'm waiting for that to dry. I keep pulling shit off screen slightly. I need to work on that. The good old blow method. Works every goddamn time. Also, another method that I use constantly. Just using other pieces of plastic to prop up what you're working on. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get to eat. Any suggestions? We don't have anything good around here like we do in the high desert. The music. Yeah, honestly, like, I don't like all of this playlist because it's just DMC free A or DMCA free. But some of it, like all of the midnight songs and all of the Heller, Helen Heller or something. I can't remember what her name is. I think her name's Helen Heller. But all of their music is like so soothing and just like I like to just chill to it anyway. Yeah, I don't know what to get to eat tonight. I'm trying to think. I feel like oh, paint's chipping off my building and my inside my fish tank. That can't be good. I feel like I should get like a burrito. I don't know. Like, I haven't had a burrito in a really long time. Or you can get like I don't know some kind of what is this called? Like a bowl. A bowl. What is that called? A bowl? Not like for eating, but just like you know. This is so weird. This thing's like a beauty mark. I have no idea where this goes on. It's so small. And there's no like indicator, you just like put it on somewhere. It's like the ship has a little beauty mark. Alright. Beauty mark added. She's so pretty. The ship. Ugh, I'm fucking hungry. I'm hungry, but I'm so close to finishing the Warwalker that I just want to finish it. Fuck it, we're so close. Also, I know you gotta go to work soon, so whenever you end up heading out, I love you, and thanks for tuning in today. It's been nice talking to you. Especially since, like, I didn't really have anyone on stream until you showed up, so it was nice to just kind of talk to you for a little bit. But I know that you have work soon, so... See, the nice thing about this is there's, like, a little indent that shows you, like, hey, this is where it slides in. Not that other one, nope, just a fucking beauty mark. Alright, that piece is on. Also, sorry, sometimes thank you. I really appreciate that. Sometimes I just fucking leave the plastic bit for the glue in my mouth so I don't lose it. And then that keeps me from talking, or it makes me sound weird. I promise you. I do it because I feel like it's a good idea. Not because I'm trying to sound weird or stop myself from talking. So, this goes into the leg joint, not the cockpit. These pictures are so hard to read, dude. I can't even begin to, like, describe how fucking difficult it is to understand these. Alright. Thank you. I will enjoy the burrito. I think I'm gonna get a burrito at least. I don't know. What are you thinking, John? I mean, if you have any suggestions, feel free to hit me with them, because I would love do something different. Weird how Twitch streaming feels more personal to me than, like, going on, like, r/pan for a little while. It's just, on there, I feel like I have to entertain, and I'm like, hey, I don't know who you are, but I'm building models, and I hope you're having a swell day, and I hope everything's wonderful. Ooh, McDonald's snack? That sounds good, though. Yeah, I could do McDonald's. But then on Twitch, I just feel like I'm kind of like, hey, y'all, I'm just chilling. I'm just vibing, building some models. How you doing? Welcome. Leave me a follow if you can. I'm trying to hit the, oh, it's over here. I'm trying to hit my 50 so I can make affiliate, but other than that, just chillax and enjoy yourself, and tell me how your day's going. That's how I feel about Twitch, rather than, like, on r/pan when I'm doing streaming there, it's just, like, super high energy all the time. Hey, oh man, like thanks for coming in. Like, what do you like about Warhammer? What's your favorite thing about Warhammer? And I'm, like, always, like, talking the whole time and just trying to get people to, like, interact with me. And for the most part, that was really fun, because I made, like, some fun friends. Except for the people who, like, were being mean and sad and trying to, like, have sex with me. That was not fun, because I was like, hey, I just want, like, friends. But there's something so much more personal about Twitch streaming. I really enjoy it. Right now we're almost done. We're just cleaning up the gun attachments that's going to go onto the top of the Warwalker. And we're waiting for the bottom to dry so we can drop the cockpit onto it. But we've got the cockpit almost completely finished. Basically, all we need to add are the guns to it, and the gun pieces, like the gun attachments, are almost completely finished as well. So, just a matter of putting it all together. And then me and John are going to go get some food, I'm thinking, because I'm fucking starving. Bada boom, there's one. Hey, how's your day going? I got a couple of viewers. I don't know who's in here right now. But I hope you're doing okay. I'd love for you to leave a follow if you can. Especially if it doesn't hurt you, because then it helps me get to affiliate. And the sooner I can do that, the more fun we can have on the stream with a bunch of other shit. But I'm just finishing up the Warwalker before I go get some food, and then maybe I'll come on the stream again a little bit later with something else? Maybe some terrain. I also have some fire warriors that I could work on. What do you think? The fire warriors are Tau, by the way. They're not Craftworlds, but I can update the stream and change it over if we end up doing something else. Alright. We're going to clean this bad bitty up. Gonna attach it onto the gun rack. And then bada boom, bada bing, we're almost done, baby. This is my first ever Craftworlds build, and I'm very, very happy with it. It's super weird. It's like all of the pieces are either rounded really weird, or they have like some kind of interesting locking mechanism. Like the way that Craftworlds is designed is nothing like the others, because the Imperium of Man is like just kind of like basic army models, and then Tau stuff is all like pretty square or like smooth. Like it's all very uniform. It's robotic as hell. But then this is like I don't even know how to describe it. It's so different. It's like smooth and round, but like thin and robotic at the same time. Like I don't even know how to fucking describe it. All right, I'm gonna slide in these gun positions. Try to get them as even as possible, because that's something that really annoys me. Like, you don't have to glue these in. I think they dry fit just fine. It's just that it'll really annoy me if they're not like perfectly the same. Which there's lots of really easy ways to do that. You just find something flat, and then you can just even them out that way. There you go. So that was the last step. All you got to do now is attach it to the base. Well, actually, it's not the last step. Now I'm thinking about it. There's no. I didn't attach the guard, the clear guard. But other than that, our War Walker is complete. I'm actually going to leave the guard off for now, because without the guard I can do a lot more. Like I can paint a lot more of it. Alright. And looks like we've hit 3 o'clock, which is lit, because I wanted to kind of only go for an hour. So let's switch over, and I could show you our finished product. It's still drying, but this is the War Walker. We did it! I mean, it's not finished because we didn't, like, put the clear, like, case on the front. But it's basically done! We did it together, you and me. You and me did this. We did this. We built this. You should be proud of yourself. But give yourself a pat on the back. You did this. You did this. You did this? I did this. Alright. But that's going to be all for now, or at least for today. I might not actually stream for the rest of the day, just depending on what I have to do. But thanks for tuning in. Oh, the pog. Thanks for the pog, John. Thanks for the pog in chat. Yeah, I know, right? War Walker pog, War Walker pog. Oh! And what you don't know is, because you built it, John, you get to take it home. That's right, John. I'm gonna be sending this War Walker to your address. Isn't that exciting? It's gonna be in your house. It's all yours. I mean, it's not. It's mine, but you can pretend like it's yours. Even though it'll be mine. Alright. Well, that's going to do it for today's stream. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate all of you tuning in and giving me support in the little ways that you can. It always means a lot to me. And honestly, probably come back next time with probably Fire Warriors. Maybe some new box if I end up getting something different. It's like a whole Craftworlds list? What do you mean? That's like a whole Craftworlds list right there. Oh, you're making a joke. I'm dumb. But yeah. It's been a really fun stream. Thanks for tuning in. And I will see you next time with probably a new box. I'm probably not going to do a... I don't know. I'll probably want to do the Fire Warriors by myself or on my own. But when I see you next, we'll probably have a new Craftworlds or a new tab box. So thanks for stopping by.